reporting, and more specifically, recurring reporting. So on your ShareFile account, if you go to Settings, Admin Settings, Company Account Info, and Reporting, this is a brand new account, so I don't have a lot of content generated, but here in the top right, you can create a report. When you create a report, you can choose what type of report you want to make. So a usage report is probably the most common. It gives you all activity that happens on the account. Access report is who has access to what files. An access change would just be the change that happened recently. Storage information on the account. You can also do a share report, which will give you a breakdown of what files are being shared. Similarly, with a request report, it will detail all of the file request links that are out there. You can pull a report on your users. We have bandwidth information. And then lastly, messaging. So if you needed to know who's emailing who. However, when you create a report, so in this example, I will do a usage report, you can choose, in most cases, what you're targeting. So you could target a specific user. You could target a specific folder structure. However, for this, I'll do the entire account. And then you can choose what activity you're looking for. For the sake of just general security on the account and audit control, I would say to have everything selected. Set this range to whatever interval we're eventually going to run it at. So I can do, let's say, last 30 days. And then this setting here for recurring, we'll select yes, so that the next step is how often do I want this to run? And I can set this to run every month. We'll just say the first of the month. And then you select a folder where you want to save that report to. So if I set this to a shared folder location, I don't really have much on this account, but if I set this to a shared folder location, I could then give my administrators upload alerts to that folder structure so that anytime this report is generated, those admins will get a notification saying, hey, there's a new report. You can go look at it and review it and see if there's anything going on. So I would say to just go in, like most customers that I talk to are already familiar with reporting in general and that it exists, but not everyone that I talk to is running recurring reports. So I would say just go in, create a recurring report. The primary one is going to be that usage report because it gives you all of the logins and downloads and uploads and moves and things like that occur. And then just set a recurring report so that in the event that you need to go back in time, you're not limited to what the usage report can run. So by default, you have to pull it in 90-day blocks. For larger accounts, these reports can get massive. So we limit it to 90 days so that they can actually run. Sometimes it'll be millions of lines long in a big account. So there's a 90-day window that you can pull from, but you can pull back to the dawn of the account. So you can go back to forever, but you can only go back in 90-day increments. But if you have a recurring report, you don't have to run all those to go get that information. You would already have that in a folder structure.